Algebra word problems number 7b, one-step equations with fraction coefficients. All right, we're doing word problems here, and we need to know our strategy. We need to read it, underline what's important, make a plan to solve it by knowing which operation we're going to use and how we're going to use the information. We're going to turn unknown amounts into variables, ones that make sense. And we can draw a table or diagram if it's confusing. We're going to write the expression, find a solution, and check if it's correct by plugging it into the answer if we have to. So, as I said in the last video, these two guys are buddies, and it's very important that they're together. If this 3 didn't have the x with him, he would just be a standalone number. And he wouldn't be any big deal. He would just be a 3. But because this x is with him, or any other variable, variables are numbers that represent unknown numbers, whatever variable is with that 3 turns them into a coefficient, okay? And you can see the word co, like a co-worker. They work together. This x is making him a coefficient. And if he were any other letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it doesn't matter. Whatever variable is with a number turns the number into a coefficient. He's a numerical coefficient, okay? So let's see what we've got now. We talked about solving equations with fraction coefficients in the last video, and I told you how we multiply each side of the equation by the reciprocal of the fraction. And then the variable will be left alone and the equation will be solved. So, for the new people who are just watching this as the first video, this is the fraction coefficient. It's 3/8, it's a fraction, and it's a coefficient because it's got this variable next to it. The reciprocal for it is it flipped over. Instead of the 3 as a numerator, it's now as the denominator. See? It's standing on its head. So just flip that fraction around and turn it into a reciprocal. And then we just multiply it to each side. That way, these two become a 1 when we multiply them to each other, and we get the variable by itself. Then we can just multiply this side and get our answer for x. See? So 16 over 1 times 5 over 2, the 8 canceled, the 16 canceled out to an 8, and the 2 canceled out to a 1. We ended up with 8 over 1 times 5 over 1, which became 40 over 1, and x was isolated by itself and became 40. See? So, to write an equation for the problem and solve for the variable, Tala saves 1/3 of the money she earns and spends the rest. If she spent $90 last month, how much did she earn last month? Our unknown, we'll make that E for earned last month. And our equation can be 1/3 E equals the 90. Our solution is going to be putting the reciprocal on each side and multiplying. So 3 over 1 times 1 over 3, 3 times 1 is 3, over 1 times 3 is 3, 3/3 is equal to 1. We now have 1E, and we don't need to put the 1 in front of the E. We know there's only one E there, right? So now we've got E is equal to, let's open this up, 90 over 1 times 3 over 1. And that becomes E equals 270 over 1, or 270. Now, because we're talking about money, it's E is equal to how much she earned last month. We need to say $270. That's what E is equal to. Okay? That wasn't that hard, was it? See how we got that? All right. One of the 6 teachers at Emma's school drives a silver car. If 4 teachers drive silver cars, how many teachers drive cars to school? All right, so let's have T equal teachers driving to school. What is our equation going to be? Do you see it? Can you find our fraction? I purposely left this one blank to see if you can get a chance to think. It's right up in front here. It says 1 out of 6. This is a ratio. Do you remember that ratios are fractions? What is 1 out of 6? 1 out of 6 would be 1 of 6 teachers. See? 1/6. So now we've got 1 out of 6 T equals, do you see the other number, the big number that it's going to equal? Do you see it there? 4. 4 teachers drive silver cars. Okay? So now we need to do the reciprocals, don't we? We need the reciprocal for 1/6, which is 6 over 1. And we need to do the same thing on this side, don't we? The same fraction, 6 over 1. These cancel each other out as 6/6, which makes t just a t by itself. So now we've got t equals 4 over 1 times 6 over 1. See? So you know t equals 4 times 6 is 24, and it's going to be over 1, so t equals 24. So we know that there's 24 teachers at the school because 4 of them drive a silver car, and 1 out of 6 of the 24 teachers drives a silver car. 1/6 of them, see? All right. I hope that explained how to do this, and I hope you understand now. You're on your way to becoming a professional word problem solver, okay? I'm going to go to the next topic, and I'll see you there. Bye.